what I have here is just a little tube of knitting. And down here I have a line of waste yarn just on the one side. We're going to turn this into an opening. I'm going to do another opening here and another one here, and we're going to compare the three of them. So I'm going to lift up a middle stitch. I make sure it's not on either needle. Lift it up high. Perhaps I could have had a string tied around it earlier, but notice I cut it in isolation, no big deal. Although some people are very frightened of cutting knitting. And now I begin to pull it out. I'm going to open it up all the way to the corner, which is how this has been done actually for centuries. The waste yarn is centuries old as well, I believe. So here we go. We want to open all the way to the end because that's how it's always been done. And because, of course, we want to knit all the way to the end. So there we are. Oh, that's still through there, so let's take that out too. Ah, that's still through there, so let's take that out too. Aha! Opened it all up. I'll bet you're thinking something. I'll bet you're thinking, now wait a minute. We had corner problems with the waste yarn. Why are you going all the way? I hope you're thinking that because that's what I thought. Watch this. Notice the closer I get to having problems. I should probably stop about there, but no, let's go all the way. Let's do this the traditional way. In fact, right there, look at how nice it looks if I stop there. It's in the last two on each end. Right there, maybe I should stop there. Now let's go all the way. Let's just be scientific about this. This is how it's been done for centuries. It's through that one, so take it out of, because if you're going to knit them, you don't want yarn in them, right? Ha ha ha. Tuck those in out of the way. Notice that it's not that different than this one. Got a gap. I mean, it's going to work, but you're going to have to pick things up. Holes. The first thing I need to do is to weave a lifeline through the needles. I'm just following the passageway of the stitches. I'm just following the cable right on through the stitches. See it there? Now I'll just let it hang there, ignore it. I pick up my working yarn and knit right across it. Now you can see here we have the lifeline row, another one, and a third one. 1, 2, 3. Rows 1 and 3 will have lifelines. Row 2, actually they're rounds, will have nothing. I'm following the lifeline through here so I don't have to guess where to go. Okay, there we are. Now you pull out your lifeline. As you can see, we're getting close to the too late part. As you can see, even right here would be fine. We're through 3 on each end, but I'll just go ahead and tell you I found that 2 on each end is fine. Okay, I'm through 2 on that end, 2 on that end. Now the yarn is indeed still through there, but remember you were able to knit through it when it had the lifeline in it. It's the same thing except it's yellow. Notice that now when we knit, the fabric is continuous from inside to outside, and so you're not going to get a hole. You're going to just get continuous knitting. This will fall to the inside. If you're used to looking at stitch mount, you might look here and say, "Ooh, those are mounted wrong." It's only because that yarn is in there, that yarn that is saving our life at the corner, pulling it a little bit, that makes it look like it's wrong. Knit everything through the leg that's on the front of the needle. Okay, I want to show you the result. Here we are, you see, with no picking up, there are no corner issues. Down here where we simply did the same thing but unraveled all the way, no waste yarn, just the same thing. We would have a bigger corner issue if we did not pick up. Excuse my accent. And here too, this is with the waste yarn. Lifelines open it up, but do not unravel all the way. No issues at all. Very, very happy. This is what I recommend.